This video is going to cover getting our Revit models kind of ready to take some screenshots, whether those be for diagrams or for our perspective views as well. So I have my model here. One thing that I think can kind of really help with the quality of what you're drawing or what your models are going to look like and your screenshots are going to look like is the difference between really applying a lot of those materials and then rather keeping things black and white or rather ambiguous. Um, if I keep my model here in hidden line mode, um, I really prefer it because it kind of makes it where my mind can fill in some of those materials with what I'm thinking instead of having to apply all of them. So I know a lot of you like working in like shaded or consistent colors, or even some of you like working in realistic, but this to me kind of almost diminishes some of the quality of my model versus if I was just to leave it in this hidden line mode. If you want to change your background here from dark mode to light mode, that's keyword shortcut CA changes your canvas. So I'd recommend when taking any screenshots to make sure that you have your canvas set in light mode. That way it'll go into the presentation a little bit easier. Um, so I'm going to go into my floor plan and set some things up in there of my model. So I'll go into my main level floor plan, and before I take a screenshot of the floor plan, I just kind of want to clean up some things. So I really just want to make sure that I'm highlighting as much as the actual layout as possible. So stuff like my elevation markers and my section cuts, maybe I just want to like hide those before I take a screenshot. So to hide something, we can right click on it, and then you could do hide in view element or hide in view category. Hide in view element is going to hide just that one thing you have selected versus category would hide all things similar to it. So in this case, I would want to click category because that would get rid of all four instead of having to click on them individually. I'm also going to hide by right clicking on my section cuts. So that way they go away as well. And again, I can really just kind of focus on just the overall floor plan and layout here. Another thing I might want to play around with are some of my graphic display options and my visibility in graphic settings. So in my particular plan here, I kind of want to make my walls stand out a little bit more and like show a little bit more. So I'm going to do a graphic override so that this way they're going to fill in with a solid fill no matter what kind of wall it is. So to do that, I'm going to go in my visibility and graphics options, which is keyword shortcut VG, or this button right here in my properties panel. And these are all the display options just for this floor plan. So I can make it so if I was just to uncheck casework and hit apply, anything that I have designated as casework, which were all of those modeled in place cabinets I made, disappeared in my model for it. So if I needed to get rid of anything, or in the case of two, I could scroll down and I could say, let's just get rid of all furniture, and I could hit apply, and then all of the furniture gets removed from the building. So it's kind of a quick way where we could just turn some things on or off. Or maybe too, if I turn my furniture back on, but maybe I just don't want my furniture showing up as heavy, I could even check off this halftone option and hit apply. And now the furniture's still there, but it's just kind of faded into the background a bit. So there's different ways we can play with things like that. I'm going to go all the way down into walls. So I'm going to do just hit W to go down to wall. And I'm going to do an override to the cut pattern for my wall. So what I'm going to do when I click on this button is I'm going to make it where I will make all of my walls, no matter what kind they are, they're going to have a pattern of a solid fill, and I'm going to make it, this gray color in here. And then I'll click OK and I'll hit apply. And now my walls have a heavy fill in them compared to what they looked like previously. I did a similar thing already in here with my floors. So if I go back up to my floor here, we'll see that on the surface of the floor, I've made it so that it puts this tile pattern in there instead of it just being blank. So that's one way we can kind of play around with how some of this stuff looks in here. The other thing we can do with some of our views to make our screenshots appear just a little bit nicer is to play around with some of our graphic display options. So your graphic display options are either going to be keyboard shortcut GD or this button here in your properties panel, or you can click on your cube and then go into your graphic display options. So all of those will open up the same menu here. I'm going to again leave my style just kind of as hidden line because that's what I prefer, leaving it just in this black and white mode. But I am going to go into my shadow options and I'm going to turn my shadows on, which will then potentially give me just a little bit more depth. If you don't like how it looks, then please do not put your shadows on. We can even play with some of these ambient shadows in there. Additionally, if I go into my lighting options, I can even bump my shadows down a bit. So I can make it where they're there, but they're just not as bright as they were, or as dark rather, as they were. So this way they're going to be just a little bit more subtle in there for this screenshot when I go to look at my building. So that's how then I can kind of clean up my floor plan view for some screenshots within my presentation. Um, Additionally, what we may want to do is do some of the similar things with stuff like our sections. So if I go into my light bulb down here, I already have, so here's all the stuff I have hidden, like my site. I made a grid on my thing and I put some dimensions in and I just hid all that stuff because it was just a little bit too much to be looking at while I was modeling. But lost my train of thought for a second. There we go. Okay. I have these two section cuts in here. So I have this one that I already made and I have this one that I already made. I could also go into them in my project browser by double clicking on them. I gave you two section cuts by default. So I'm just going to click on one section cut, unhide category, and then close out of this. I gave you two section cuts. They might not be placed very well for your building model. So you could click on these sections and you can move where they are and what they're looking at. You can even use your arrow keys to kind of nudge them around your building if you want. This one as well, I could move it around my building, or I could adjust what it's looking at within there. You could also, if you'd like, you could just take the two sections I've made, click on them, and delete them with the delete key on your keyboard, and just make your own new custom ones if you'd like. So I could delete both of them if I want, and then go into my section tool, which is going to be this little shortcut button up here. And then I can click once to make one cut, click again to make the other. If I want to flip it, right now it's looking this way. If I wanted to flip it, I can use that tool there just to flip it, or that button there. I'm going to move mine out a little bit so that way I'm looking like towards this area. And then I'm going to open up my section view by either just double clicking in my project browser, or I could click on that section head. And so again, there's some stuff in this view that maybe I want to clean up just to make it a little bit nicer looking for my screenshots. So I'm going to just get rid of all of these levels here. So I'm going to right click on them, hide in view category, and I'll do the same with my grid, hide in view category. I'll kind of bring this crop region in a little bit for my view. I'll come down to my detail level and I'll increase my detail level so that this way we can see things like the site a little bit and some of these columns. And again, I can go into my visibility and graphics and do like some solid fills in here. So I'm going to go with keyboard shortcut VG, or this button right here. And I'm going to, for my floors, put a cut pattern override of a solid fill, and I'll make it gray. And then I'll do my roof and my walls as well. So I'll go down to roofs, do a cut pattern override of a solid fill, pattern, solid, colored, same gray. And I'll do my walls as well, that we don't have too many walls getting cut in this view because my curtain walls are technically different. Pattern override, let's do solid, same color gray. When I hit apply then, it just kind of makes the actual building stand out a little bit more of what we're looking at in here. And we could too, if there were things I wanted to hide, like maybe I want to just get rid of furniture, I could right click, hide in view category, and then all the furniture goes away, but this table stayed. So I can hide in view category. So maybe you want to keep furniture, maybe you don't. That's some of these things are going to be up to you and yours. I can also play around with my scale. So if I go to 1/8 of an inch, some of the things pop a little bit more. So I can play with that scale. And again, I can play with some graphic display options, which is still keyboard shortcut GD, this button here, or click on this cube and go into your options here. I would still recommend keeping it in that hidden line. But now I want to see, well, let's see if I turn shadows on. That's a lot. That's pretty heavy. Let's see if I do ambient shadows versus not. I'll leave my shadows on and I'll go into my lighting options and I'm just going to bump them way down to around like 12%. That way, there we go. That's much nicer, not as heavy on our eyes, therefore. I wonder what this is. This seems to be a wall I put down here on accident. Just gonna hide in view element. Not sure what these walls are. I must have hid them somewhere else. So this is where too we might see some mistakes we made previously in there. So we can kind of clean up our views. I can hide my crop region so that way I don't see it. And then I can take some screenshots again of my model. Same kind of process with our elevations. So I'll just open up, say, my east elevation here. You may have in like your elevations. Yeah, I must have screwed something up. I might just delete these walls. Just click on them and delete them. I must have made a mistake somewhere. When you open up your elevations, you might have like only a part of your building kind of visible. And so what you could do then is you could just like turn off the crop in total, and then that way you'll be able to see your entire project. Again, to do some cleanup, I might want to hide my category and I might want to play with some of my visibility and graphic displays. So I have my shadows turned on in here, but they are like really harsh. So I'll go into GD again. And I'm gonna also put ambient shadows on. I usually like, they give a little bit of depth. And then I'll go into my lighting and just bump these down a bit for it. And then when I go to take my screenshot, I could either show my crop region and then just adjust it to the size I want and then recrop my view and hide it. Or the other thing I could do is I can leave it set to do not crop, and then just when I go take my screenshot, be strategic of just not putting in like a bunch of just empty ground. I'd probably only want to go about this far down with that ground in there. And so that's how we can clean some of our views up for our screenshots of our various views.